Paying employees with Bitcoin can be a novel and innovative way for businesses to offer alternative compensation options and embrace the growing adoption of Bitcoin. Here's a guide on how to set up Bitcoin payroll for your employees. 1. Establish legal and regulatory compliance. Before implementing Bitcoin payroll, ensure that your business complies with all relevant laws, regulations, and tax requirements related to Bitcoin payments and payroll processing. Consult with legal and tax advisors to understand the legal implications and obligations associated with paying employees in Bitcoin. 2. Obtain employee consent. Obtain consent from your employees before initiating Bitcoin payroll. Clearly communicate the terms and conditions of Bitcoin payments, including exchange rates, volatility risks, tax implications, and any administrative fees or costs associated with receiving Bitcoin as compensation. Provide employees with the option to opt in or opt out of Bitcoin payroll based on their preferences. 3. Select a Bitcoin payment processor. Choose a reputable and reliable Bitcoin payment processor or payroll service provider to facilitate Bitcoin payroll for your employees. Look for a provider that offers secure and user-friendly tools for processing payroll, managing employee accounts, and facilitating Bitcoin transactions. 4. Set up employee accounts. Set up individual accounts for each employee with your chosen Bitcoin payment processor or payroll provider. Collect necessary information from employees, such as Bitcoin wallet addresses or payment preferences, and securely store this information to facilitate payroll processing. 5. Calculate Bitcoin payments. Determine the amount of Bitcoin to be paid to each employee based on their agreed-upon salary or wages. Use real-time exchange rates or a fixed conversion rate to calculate Bitcoin payments in fiat currency, for example USD/EUR, and ensure transparency and consistency in payroll processing. 6. Initiate Bitcoin transactions. Initiate Bitcoin transactions to transfer funds from your business wallet to employees' designated Bitcoin wallets or addresses. Follow the payment instructions provided by your Bitcoin payment processor or payroll provider, including any additional verification or security measures required to complete transactions securely. 7. Provide payroll documentation. Generate and provide payroll documentation to employees for each Bitcoin payment, including payment details, transaction records, and tax reporting information. Ensure that employees have access to accurate and timely documentation for accounting, tax filing, and record-keeping purposes. 8. Monitor and manage payments. Monitor Bitcoin transactions and payroll processing using your payment processor's dashboard or reporting tools. Keep accurate records of Bitcoin payments, employee accounts, and payroll expenses for accounting, tax compliance, and audit purposes. 9. Educate and support employees. Educate employees about the benefits and risks of receiving Bitcoin as compensation, including volatility, security, and tax considerations. Provide resources, training, and support to help employees understand how to securely manage and use Bitcoin payments. 10. Review and adapt. Regularly review and evaluate your Bitcoin payroll system to ensure compliance, efficiency, and employee satisfaction. Solicit feedback from employees and stakeholders to identify areas for improvement and adapt your payroll processes accordingly. By implementing Bitcoin payroll, businesses can offer employees greater flexibility, access to innovative payment options, and exposure to the growing cryptocurrency ecosystem. With proper planning, communication, and compliance measures in place, Bitcoin payroll can be a valuable addition to your business's compensation strategy.